Welcome to Coding with BC Brian. Today we're going to talk about objects. Objects are the powerhouse within coding that allow you to get amazing things done and get them done efficiently. They're the interaction components. They're the way we store data for the user to use and to see and to reuse. So, that being said, let's declare an object. So we'll say var, easy notation, obj, just obj for an object. That's just the name of it. Objects are in curly braces. Okay. Objects house other sets of data. Okay. So in the coding world, you'll see these a lot. You'll see the foo, and you also see bar. I highly recommend that you do the research so that you know why that is the case. So in this case, our object has a property called foo that has the value bar. So we have property and we have value. In this case, our values are strings. We can house multiple in here. So we have 1 and 2, and this is incorrect syntax. That shouldn't be there, or it should be a comma. Okay. Sometimes they're referred to as a key and also a value. On this side, you can have them in quotes if you would like, which is just fine, or they cannot be in quotes. It reads it either way. Some things to be aware of, you can do complex names like this, where you put a dot in it, but if that's the case, you do need to have the quotes, because a dot signifies actually reading these guys. So I'll show you that in just a second. So, hello there. Okay. So let's do a console log so we can see how this guy works. So the way we access these key values is we go obj for the object, and then we put the name of the key that we want to access. So in this case, it's property. And if I run this, inspect this, look in the console, you can see that we get value. So let me clear this again. Let's change this to foo and run it, and we get the value. Let's try Johnny.boy and run this, and it doesn't know what property that is. However, if I put this in square brackets and put that in a quote, I can, oh, it doesn't like that because I don't need the dot there anymore. I can access it kind of like we did with arrays, where this was the index and then that was the value. That's why arrays are often returned as an object, is because they have a key and a value. Their keys are their index number and their values is what's stored at that index. Okay. Typically in arrays, we want to store the same types of data in a list. In this case with objects, it could be different types of values. We can even also do what are called methods in the object, which are functions. So we define a function just like that, and then in here we can do console.log I am a method. And then in here, right below this we can go obj.method, or methods. Let's do method because this is a method. And let's run this function. And if I run it, we should see Johnny.boys thing happen, and then we should see I am a method printout because we're running this function. Console, if you look really closely, you can see console log accepts values and prints them out. So this is an object and this is a method. This dot notation is what's telling us that. Here I have my object and my method. And so we could get trickier and say, hi, Johnny. I'm spelling Johnny all sorts of ways today. And we can do a string like we've done in the past. And string, and if we clear this out so we can see it a little bit better, run that. Hello there, hi Johnny. And so we're just passing that string into the method. So that's a really basic intro to objects and how they can be utilized to help us house and keep data. Yeah, that's it. So good luck coding and enjoy these objects.